Hey guys, what's going on? Here to do another episode of the Retro Box. Typically with these types of episodes, I take a box of something from my childhood or maybe something I bought recently and unbox it, and we kind of share memories of it together. I have a ton of boxes of VHS tapes. I know we did VHS tapes last time, but I have not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six. I have 9 different boxes of tapes to show off. Makopowered sent me another box of tapes, which is really cool. I'm super excited to check that out. And then just a bunch of other stuff I have from a couple other people. A couple things I picked up from the thrift store. I'll show that off too. And yeah, so 9 boxes to go. I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible. First thing I want to check out is Makopowered's box, because last time he sent me stuff and everything just kind of like fit so perfectly. I mean, the one tape I had in my hand at the store earlier that day, and I decided not to get it, and then I opened the box when I got home and the tape is in there, so I'm really excited to see what he threw in this time. This box is packed. Jeez. Oh man, there's like so much to look at. So let's pull out this first thing. Nice. X-Men book. This is super cool. I have I just showed it off in the game room tour. I have like a 90s bookshelf. He got me Wishbone last time, so this is going to be a perfect addition. I don't have any X-Men books over there. And, ooh, another book. Fighting Fantasy. I'm not familiar with this. This looks awesome, though. The cover is killer, and there's some cool, illustrations in here. I'm assuming it's kind of like a choose-your-own fantasy book. This looks really cool. I gotta reach out to you and talk to you about this and kind of go through and read this. So this was staring right at me in the face. X-Files. I actually wanted to pick up an X-Files tape because I have the movie, but I don't have anything of the show. So again, off to a great start. Thank you, man. Man. Felix the Cat. I was browsing eBay. I have a seller that I kind of became friendly with. She has a lot of VHS tapes. Actually, I have one of, I think I have a box from her. But they had Felix the Cat, and I was like, I don't have anything Felix yet. I kind of want to have that represented, but I didn't end up grabbing anything. So again, another perfect pick. Oh, this is so cool. I didn't even know, because this isn't the movie. This is like 3, what is it, like 3 like smaller episodes. I gotta check this out. This looks really cool. I love anything Hercules. It's I think really like McDonald's kind of like drove it home for us as kids, because they had these like awesome kids meal toys. But I remember going to the movies and seeing Hercules and really enjoying the movie. Then I think they had the Hercules show. And this, I really like the cover art for this. This looks really cool. So I gotta check this out. This is gonna be, well, we'll see. Last time I was trying to like decide what I was gonna watch first. This one is high on my list right now. So we'll see. That's so cool. So I kind of been getting into these screener tapes, where they would send them out to like video stores and things like that, for them to kind of like preview the movie and place orders for it. So I kind of like really like these style tapes. They're pretty unique to have for your collection. But I got one accidentally on one of my VHS hauls, and I was like, oh, this is slightly different. And then there's more talk about merchandising and stuff like that, at least for like the cartoon series that I had got. I mean, this probably not much, not much in the way of action figures, but this is really cool. So I'm excited to have this, and I don't think I ever saw this, so I'm gonna check this out. Wallace and Gromit. This is another series that I was thinking about picking up, and I was like, you know what, I'll hold off. Yeah, the wrong trousers. That's such a great one. These movies are classic. It's so cool, man. Thank you so much. This is an awesome box set. This is an awesome box. So many good things in here. You have like killer picks, man. So, Young Indiana Jones. I've honestly been trying to look for more Young Indiana Jones tapes. I'm kind of on like an Indiana Jones kick right now. I didn't start off strong. I watched the Dial of Destiny. Didn't love that. But I've kind of been going back and enjoying some things from Indiana Jones. And I have one VHS tape of Young Indiana Jones. And I wanted to try to get some more. They're kind of hard to find. I don't think the series was that well liked. But super cool, man. Thank you so much. Star Trek. I don't have any Star Trek, actually. So this is perfect. That's cool. We used to sell like a bunch of Star Trek like accessories, dog toys, and things like that. We worked with this like company who made a lot of cool things, and then they unfortunately went out of business during COVID. But they made like some awesome killer stuff. So I'm gonna like put that on and kind of reminisce about those days. I don't think I'm familiar with this. I was gonna say this looks like some kind of like slapsticky tape. I gotta check this out, man. I'm not familiar with it. Oh man, Looney Tunes. You can't go wrong with Looney Tunes. And I don't think I actually. This is another thing where it's like I don't have really any Looney Tunes at all. What is it? I think I have Space Jam, but yeah, nothing, just Looney Tunes. So this is really cool. Thank you. Roadhouse. Awesome. I actually wanted to go back and watch this movie because I saw the Roadhouse reboot came out with Conor McGregor. So ironically, I saw them advertising for that on TV. Every time I turn on my TV, it comes on. And I'm like, oh, you know what I should do? Go back and watch the original. Because it's such an awesome movie. It's so much fun. Anything Patrick Swayze, you can't go wrong. I am a huge Val Kilmer fan. I was just watching, I think it's The Genius, where he kind of plays like this really eccentric genius guy. They're teenagers going into college, and it's kind of like a fun premise of a movie. Not the best movie, but a lot of fun to watch. And I was like, I kind of want to have like a little collection of Val Kilmer tapes. Obviously, when I was a kid, got into him from Batman Forever, which honestly love that movie a lot. I don't even think it's not even like so bad it's a good movie for me. I actually do really enjoy it. But I was like, man, I really like Val's work. Was it Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with who is it? Robert Downey Jr. Great movie. Tombstone, obviously. I'm not sure if I saw this one. It looks familiar, but I'm not sure. So I'm excited to check this out. This looks cool. X-Files. So I think this is the movie? Pretty sure, yeah. This is in really nice condition though. My tape is beat up, and this is cool, man. You got like, there's a few of these still like in the plastic. This one was open, but I'm definitely gonna keep this copy, and I'll send out my copy to someone else. Pass along the VHS love. This is awesome, man. Thank you. The thing I like about these like tapes that still have the plastic too is like you get the little advertisement on it and everything, so that's kind of cool. I don't have anything from Stargate in my collection, like no figures, movies, or anything like that. And I never really got into Stargate, but I've seen like a lot of replica props and stuff from it, and I love the like the aesthetic of the film and the designs, and I should have watched this movie a long time ago, and I never ended up watching it. So this is awesome, man. I'm gonna have to check this out because this has been on my to watch list for a while, and now I have no excuse not to watch it. Cool. So I think that's everything, man. Cool, awesome. Hey man, thank you so much. These tapes are awesome. I think I'm gonna pop in Hercules first, but then we'll get to Stargate. Alright, so moving on. First, I have some stuff set aside that I got from the thrift store. So I'll just show that off quick. I have a Blue's Clues tape that I picked up. I had gotten the 2 Blue's Clues tapes. I think I showed it off in another video. And I was like, okay, I'm good on Blue's Clues. I have one with Joe, one with Steve. That's fine. And then I saw this at the store, and I was like, man, I don't think I could leave it here. I mean, orange tape. I was like, I gotta grab it. So goes into the collection. That's 1 VHS from the thrift store, and then this cool Batman clamshell, which I was kind of like, I think I'm done collecting clamshells, but then there's some like really cool stuff that pops up like this, and really cool with Joker on the cover and the bottom. And I don't have this one. I have a ton of the Batman animated series tapes. For the animated series, it's kind of like how I collect every Scooby-Doo VHS. I kind of feel like I need every Batman series VHS. And I keep saying, like, at some point, you don't need everything. You know, just have specific things for your collection to represent what you like. But man, this cover was so cool. I had to get it. So then, I'm not a huge DVD guy. I think I keep saying it. I'm sure I talked about it before. Really, VHSs I got into, and I saw this, and I had to pick it up because I have another Star Wars parody VHS, and I saw this and it was funny. It's called Thumb Wars: The Phantom Cuticle. So it's like, I guess, Star Wars but with all thumbs. So I thought it was funny. I'm probably pop it in and check it out. I don't imagine it's too long, but just looked really fun, so I wanted to check it out. And then they actually had like a bunch of games again, which they never do. So I just grabbed a couple Xbox games. Brute Force. I've never heard of this game. It looks really interesting though. So I picked it up, checked it out. I keep saying I want to build up my Xbox and Xbox 360 collection before they get too expensive. So Brute Force, gonna check that out. And I have my Xbox set back up on my CRT now, so I can play this. Lord of the Rings, The Third Age, I don't have this, so this seemed like a great game to pick up. Another one that's gonna go to the collection. And then, man, they had a Genesis game just sitting out on the shelf. Super cool, The Lion King. So, doesn't have the manual, but looks to be in pretty good condition. $6, so, you know, why not? Figured I'd pick it up. So, on to another box. This one was from Video Consumption on Instagram. So, he reached out to me. He had a couple tapes he was looking to get rid of. And I at that point, like, I was like, oh, I had all this stuff coming in. And I was like, I don't think I really need anything else. And then he had some cool stuff. So I was like, yeah, I need it. So we'll start off first with Tron. I haven't seen this in ages. I want to put this on and watch it. This is in really nice condition too. So that's awesome. He keeps really good care of his tapes. It seems like the ones I got from him before, they were in like pristine condition. Another cool one, Pokemon trading card game, the trainer video, which I'm not familiar with what this is. I don't know if it's, yeah, I guess it's just a tutorial on how to play the card game. So this is pretty cool. I'm gonna check this out, and you know, we'll see what's on here. Gargoyles. You don't see these VHS tapes a lot, and I have two of them. One's the board game, and then one's just a standalone VHS tape. And he had this. The cover is rad. It's like holographic, and I was like, all right, come on, man. Like, I can't not take this. So really cool. And then I was thinking about doing this, collecting arcade animated shows or movies, and he had Tekken, and I was like, that's really cool. I didn't even know there was anything of this, so I want to check this out. I want to get like a monitor set up in my arcade and have like all these arcade movies out there playing while I'm playing my games. So I was like, I gotta pick this up, and I mean, it has, you know, music from The Offspring. I mean, it just sounds awesome. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot the other thing. This killer white VHS tape. I mean, how cool is that? And then last one from him is Fatal Fury, again, another arcade animated movie series, which I didn't even hear about any of these things. I know like there's Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, but I didn't know that this existed. So this is really cool. I'm gonna check this out. Again, in nice condition, so really cool. So we're gonna continue plowing through these tapes. So this box is from a guy in a Facebook group that I'm in, and I'm forgetting his name at the moment. Is it Dave? Is it Andy? I can't remember. I have to go back and take a look. But it's from a VHS group that I'm in. He was getting rid of some tapes, and I was more than happy to pick it up from him. So, a couple really cool things in here. Oh, cool. I was just saying I don't have anything Looney Tunes, and now I got another tape. Cool. I honestly, I don't even remember what I had picked out and what I said to send, because I had so much stuff come in over the past 2 weeks. So cool. Bugs Bunny tape. Awesome. I love this movie. I've been dying to get the VHS copy of it. Deep Blue Sea. Such a cool movie. It's it's really funny. I mean, it has LL Cool J as like a supporting actor in it, and in the original cut of the movie, he dies, and it was so poorly received by the audience that he died that they had to reshoot the ending and have him resurface. Spoilers, I'm sorry if you guys didn't see it. Really cool movie. Samuel L. Jackson is in it. Just really, really fun. Michael Rappaport. I didn't even remember him being in it. Cool. Such a fun movie to watch. Interview with the Vampire. Great movie. Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt. Classic. "40 Days and 40 Nights." I was a huge Josh Hartnett fan, and I thought he was like the coolest guy as a kid. I loved all his movies. Virgin Suicides, Pearl Harbor, a bigger flick. Was it 30 Days of Night? Awesome movie. I always get flack from people when I say that I like this movie because I think it's so kind of like dumb and cheesy. But I really liked it, so I wanted to have it for my collection. Chippendale Rescue Rangers, really cool. I think I have maybe like one other tape of theirs, and I want to just get another one for the collection. Have a little variety, you know. The Babysitter's Club, not a series that I'm overly fond of, but you know, I know the book series. I have, you know, books from the series. It's just kind of like a classic 90s, I don't know, staple of the 90s, especially if you're into like collecting things of Scholastic. I've never seen the series, so I'll probably give it a watch, check it out. I actually have 2 of them in here, so I'll give them a watch. Again, it's obviously I'm not the demographic of the show or the books, but you know, it's fun to have that stuff anyway. Rocky and Bullwinkle. I wanted to get this in my collection for a while now because I really enjoyed it as a kid. There was like a little mini theme park over by me that was themed all of Rocky and Bullwinkle, and you know, that live action movie came out when I was younger, so I remember going to the theaters and seeing that. So just really fun memories of it, and I just want to have it. Power Rangers Green Ranger series part 5. I have, I think, like part 1, 2, 3, or like 1, 3, 4. So now I have 5. I think there are only 5 parts in the series. So I'm slowly collecting the series. Again, like I have like a decent amount of Power Ranger tapes. I don't really feel the need to collect all of them. But if I see a tape that will complete the series that I have, you know, why not pick it up? What's new, Scooby-Doo? So not huge, a huge fan of What's New, Scooby-Doo. I really like the theme song though, and this cover was really cool. And again, like I said, I just love to collect Scooby-Doo tapes. I watched the original cartoons a ton when I was a kid, and then, you know, Zombie Island dropped, and then the what is it? The Witch's Ghost. I'm looking at it over here. Alien Invaders, Cyber Chase. Those are like classic Scooby-Doo movies, and even up into high school. Me and my friends would like kind of get together and, you know, ironically watch it, you know, and have some adult beverages and kind of get silly. I think we went into it saying that we were gonna, you know, watch this and make fun of the movie, and then it was just a lot of fun to watch, and then it just became a thing where it's like, all right, what are we gonna do next weekend? Boo Brothers, perhaps. So, you know, good memories from when I was a kid, good memories from when I was, you know, a young adult, and you know, good memories continue. Hot Wheels. So I never watched the series. I was familiar with it. I remembered it coming out, but I wanted to pick it up because it's pretty cool, even though it was after my time. Just wanted it in the collect. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. There's like kind of, I mean, it's a silly story, but I had remembered, you know, seeing this back when it came out when I was a kid, and then I remember I was on like Xbox Live playing Call of Duty with my friends, and you know, in the lobby when it goes to the screen where you're loading into the game, I was under the assumption that no one can hear you. You know, you can talk in the lobby, then it goes to the game. I was like, oh, no one can hear me right now. So then I started singing the song from here. I think it's like Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. But then I was doing like a metal version of it. So I was like, Grandpa's gonna sue the pants off of Santa. And everyone heard me. So it was a little embarrassing, and then my because like everyone was quiet and I was just doing that. Then my friend's like, "Are you singing a metal version of the song from Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer?" So a little embarrassing but funny. So I wanted to have this tape in my collection because I'll laugh about it when I see this. Cops. I don't know why this was like something that I felt like every kid in the 90s watched. I don't know why, but yeah. So I was like, how can I not have Cops? Such a family favorite for us all to stand around or sit around the TV while we watch. People get arrested and beat up and everything like that. Such an odd thing, but yeah, it was the 90s. Next box. This is from that same Facebook group. I think this is from Lewis. So a couple of tapes in here. Kiwi, didn't have this, so had to get it. Scream 2. I talked about it last time. I kept buying the wrong Screams, and the second one I didn't have. So now I have it. Now I can have the first 3 movies complete. Finally got the right one. Christine. I think I said it last time. I wanted to have a representation of every movie referenced in Slasher Cart. I don't remember if this reference ended up staying in, but on what was it? The highway level in Mario Kart. I changed the color of the car to be red as a reference to Christine, and then I changed the textures as well. But what happens is the textures, when it's far away, it displays the texture, and then when it gets closer, it switches to vertex painting. So you don't get the full effect unless you like kind of turn around and then like see it approaching, coming up. The same thing happened with that like oil tanker, where I switched the texture so it looked like the logging truck from Final Destination, and you can see it from a distance, but once you get up close to it, it switches from the texture to paint. So but yeah, I want to have this anyway. Scary Movie 3. I remember liking it as a kid. I went to the theaters to see it. It's like very like middle school humor. Definitely, I think as you watch the movies, the quality declines, and this one was pretty bad. 4 was rock bottom, in my opinion. But still, it's something from when I was young. I remember going to see it with my friends. So, if nothing else, I have the memory of that, and it's still a fun movie to put on. So I don't hate it. So we'll keep it. The Thing, which I actually do have a copy of this, but this one is in really nice condition. So I'll probably pass on my copy. We'll find a new home for it. So spread the VHS love. So I have 2 separate boxes. They were separate shipments from, I believe her name is Ruby Sales on eBay. I had bought from her a while ago, and usually when I buy this, obviously I kind of get a lot of tapes, and she threw in I think a couple free tapes, and she always wraps them and everything, so she's a really nice seller to pick up from, and has some really cool tapes that kind of appeal to my interests. So yeah, I got a couple things here. We'll just go through and check them out. Cowboys of Moo Mesa, really cool. I have a tape of Cowboys of Moo Mesa, but I don't have the slipcover for it. It's just the VHS. So I wanted to at least have a Moo Mesa tape with the slipcover, So this is really cool, and great artwork on this cover. So excited to have that. I had to get it. Barney Halloween tape. I watched Barney when I was a kid. It wasn't like anything I was like a huge fan of. The killer white tape. Again, not anything I was just super huge fan of. I think every kid, at least my generation, probably watched it at some point. My wife really liked it, but I do have a strange affinity for like Halloween themed tapes of cartoons and children's shows. I picked up I think an Arthur tape, Berenstain Bears, a few different cartoon VHS tapes of Halloween, the Halloween variety. So this is a cool tape. I mean, you have the orange clamshell, the white case. I don't have any Barney tapes in my collection. So this is the first one and probably will be the only one. But had to add it. How can you not? So my sisters had a crazy amount of these tapes. I don't know if someone bought it for them or they were $1 or something, because we had like shelves and shelves of like all of these. And I remember popping this in for Halloween and watching this. So I wanted to get this particular one. I think this is the one where there's a ghost in a mansion and it turns out it's just a beekeeper or something like that. So yeah, sentimental memories, and it's just cool to have this represented. Another huge staple of the 90s. Couple DuckTales. We got Seafaring Sailors, and I said like, I have a few DuckTales tapes. I think I'm good on them, but the covers are just really cool. I can't pass it up. So I saw this and I was like, I gotta get it. Another DuckTales tape, Space Invaders, which, I mean, look at that cover. It's just so cool. So had to pick it up. And I've been kind of like getting more into DuckTales, going back and rewatching them, and Tailspin, and all the shows from that time. So just had to get it. Another cool looking VHS tape, and I have a couple Tailspin tapes, but they're pretty beat on. So someone, whoever had it before, did a lot of Tailspin viewing because it's pretty used. So this one's in nice condition. Wanted to get that. True Baloo. So another cool looking cover. Another Tailspin. Imagine that. I like these covers are so cool. The colors they used for the series of this era just really look great. I don't know if it's just like nostalgia because you're ingrained with that style as a kid, or if it still just holds up and looks great today. I think it still holds up and just looks great compared to the stuff of today. Another DuckTales tape, Goof Troop. I didn't have any tapes of this, and I've rarely ever come across them. So I wanted to pick it up, and again, this is like another cool cover, at least I think so. A free bonus tape. So let's see. So super nice. I mean, throwing in free stuff like that. Be Our Guest, the Disney sing-along tapes. I had started buying a couple of these, and then I was like, why am I buying these? But this is cool, so I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. All right, so that's the one box that we have from her. Second box from Ruby. So this was a tape that I had as a kid, and we must have got rid of it at some point, threw it away or something. But SpongeBob Halloween. I used to love watching this, and I wanted to get it again. I'm gonna have like a nice variety of these old Halloween cartoons to watch this coming season. And we got Quack Pack, which I didn't even know this was a series. It must have flown by my radar and never don't know, was just never aware of it as a kid. But again, really cool cover. I'm a sucker for anything UFO or extraterrestrial, anything like that. So when I saw it, I was like, this looks cool, I gotta pick it up. Johnny Quest, gotta have them. Used to love watching this on Boomerang, going back, watching all those old cartoons. Sonic the Hedgehog, first Sonic tape going into my collection. And again, this looks to be in really nice condition as well. So, very cool. This was a little after my time. I wanted to pick it up because I had bought the PS1 game of this series, and it's am I gonna watch this? I might check it out, but I bought the game, and I always if it's a series or a movie, I buy a tape of that movie or series to go along with the game. So it's cool. I'll have this kind of curate my collection where it's like, hey, these are my PS1 games, and look, you pull out the game. This is the game. This is the tape of the series. So I like doing stuff like that. Backstreet Boys, again, really really hitting home for a 90s kid like me. it's such was such a big group at the time. I have so many memories of, school dances and everything, Backstreet Boys playing. So, wanted to pick up the tape. I have an NSYNC tape, Britney Spears tape, Spice Girls tape, 50 Cent tape that I found at a thrift store. I gotta have the Backstreet Boys. 2 more boxes to go. We only got 2 more. Closing in on the end. We'll run through this quick. This was from eBay. I wanted to get an Real Monsters tape, and it just so happened that it was in a lot with Fairly Odd Parents. So we have this tape, and then this tape. So I didn't have Fairly Odd Parents. I didn't have VHS tapes of Real Monsters. I have DVDs. So had to get the tape, and of course the cool orange Nickelodeon tape. So that's killer. And then it's cool to have some Fairly Odd Parents. That was like when I was starting to get a little bit older. I remember my friends were like older than me most of my life growing up, that usually by like 3 or 6 years. And I remember we were sitting in a bar, again, they're older, and they had Nickelodeon playing on the TV. It was in the afternoon, and Fairly Odd Parents was on it, and I kind of was like losing interest in what they were talking about and watching the TV a bit. And my one friend called me out, and he's like, "What are you doing, watching cartoons?" And then he was like kind of like roasting me a little bit for it. But then he was like, "What's even on there anyway?" And then he's like, "Oh, Fairly Odd Parents." He's like, "That is a good show." So he kind of walked it back a little bit, but I always kind of laugh at that memory when I think about it. So Fairly Odd Parents, Real Monsters, excited to have these. One last box, and this one is a cool one. This entire box is of G.I. Joe tapes. So we have, we might have a complete series here. We have tape 1, tape 2, tape 3, tape 4, tape 5, tape 6, have a box set, so 7, 8, 9. I mean, if you want to get G.I. Joe all in one scoop, how could you not? This was from Kokomo Toys. I was looking at like some of their stuff. It's like really cheap, or really priced pretty cheaply for a collector. Then I got this killer tape. It's kind of like reminiscent of like a action figure box, right? And then you unfold it, have this like cool comic on the back. You unfold it and take out the tape. So kind of stuck. So really pretty unique. I don't think this will fit on my shelf because it's so big. But that's really cool. I love those kind of like novelty tapes that do stuff like that. Obviously the box itself has seen a little bit of a better days, but still really cool. So that'll it'll be up on display, and I don't think it'll wear any worse than it already has. So, but then I have, aside from what I already showed, just a ton of extra tapes. So I was reaching out to a couple people, seeing if anyone was interested in picking up the rest of these tapes for me. And I haven't found any takers yet. I thought G.I. Joe was cool. I remember watching it as a kid, and I remember my neighbor had the action figures and like I think a tank from it, and maybe a couple other things. And I'd occasionally get to play with them. So I was always really excited for that. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. I thought G.I. Joe was cool. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's not as cool as I think, but I think it is. So cool, that's everything. We're finally at the end. This video is probably going to be so long, but I had this stuff all set aside, and I was like, we'll just run through it quick, do retro box episode and unboxing. Again, I have to thank Makopowered for all the stuff that he sent me. That was really rad, man. Again, some killer tapes in there, so really thankful for everything you do for me. And man, it's, you know me so well with the stuff you pick out. So I've been dying to take a look at what you got me, and I'll reach out to you and we'll talk more about it. And then again, cool tapes from Video Consumption, cool tapes from Adam, from Lewis, from Ruby, from Kokomo Toys. He had a killer pickup, and I don't know how many tapes are here. Jeez, I don't know, maybe 50? Is it that high? Maybe 30, 40? I don't know. We got a lot of tapes, so I'm going to have to do some organizing and try to find a spot for all of these, because a lot of these tapes are killer and I want to have them out on display. So that being said, that wraps up the video. If you guys stuck till the end, thank you. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back next time. I have more stuff to unbox, but it's all video game stuff, so we'll do that in a separate video. But cool, that's all I got, guys. Thanks.